Right, assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to BONK video update today. So when the first time I was making a BONK update, I talked about a market direction, right? So we started off, and if I zoom out, I want to give you the bigger picture. Always restart and reset yourself. That's a part of psychology, and psychology is important when it comes down to trading, right? So part of psychology says reset yourself, and if you reset the chart, you're going to get a better idea of what's going on. The first question, if you're a beginner, ask yourself, what's the market trend? It's an uptrend, isn't it? So you have a very nice good uptrend right over here. If you see how much this was, we are talking about 16,000%. We're talking about this is almost like 1600x we're talking about. If you had $100, that could have been $160,000, right? And when you have a move of 16,000%, well, expect the corrections to be just as big, okay? Probably even a bear market of this thing. Now, ignore the fact that you're invested in this one, and let's talk logic. Let's talk something that makes sense, all right? It's not a downtrend. This was your downtrend. This was your accumulation. This is an uptrend right now. Question is, even if it's an uptrend, is the uptrend still intact? Let's remove all the drawings and we're going to get the answer. If you look at it this way, I think the uptrend is not intact anymore. If we draw a trend line of a support here, the uptrend has been broken, right? You had your first touch right over here. Actually, I'm just going to redraw the line just a little bit like this, and it's going to be just a little bit like that, okay? And you started off with the first touch right over there, second one right over here, third one right over there. You had another touch here, you had another touch right there. Unfortunately, you have broken the trend, right? The trend has been broken. Number two, I talked about the EMAs in the beginning when I was making bonk videos. If I show you the EMAs, hopefully it does load, you can see that for a long time since October, you have been holding the EMAs like a boss, and you have never ever until this point made a bear cross, and that's it. You know, I talked about it. I made one video speaking about it in a lengthy voice. I said if it's a bull run, and we were down probably nearly here. Actually, we were right here. We broke this bull flag. I gave you this technical target. We went to that technical target. A lot of people had good luck by their side. They took the trade and it was done. Right now, what makes sense is a fall, okay? October, November, December have been very good, that everybody thinks that the market is just going to fly and keep flying and keep flying. This is going to be a reality check for those people who don't really have the reality check. That's all I can say. You know, this is going to be a reality check when you see bonk try to fall down. Now, let's say it does fall down. How low are you going to fall down? I do see a retracement, and this is something I don't think any channel is going to tell you. So if you're new, do subscribe. And my discovery says that there is this next level of support right over here. Do you see this? Down right over here, which is at 49,957. Right, and it's very realistic. If you zoom out, it's really realistic, because back in the days you showed up, and that's just how far you came down. So something very similar to this can still happen, where you have some series of ups and downs, and then you eventually pop all the way down here. So I personally see this happening. Number one, you do have that resistance. You got rejected, you went down, you had resistance again, you got rejected a little bit, and then boom, you break above it, and now you're coming down probably for the dirty retest. And dirty retest is something that when you break above a resistance and you don't back test it, you in the future come down to really back test everything. For example, if I do zoom in here, right, look at this break. You had a break, you never back tested it, okay? This was a simple break. You were meant to come down and backtest things and then push up, but what you did instead is just break above, and you kept on and on and on and on, right? So that's it for this, bonk update. Another reason, the last reason, is I gave you a head and shoulder, clear head and shoulder, and to me this one looks something like that. And yes, there are chances where we may see this thing pumping up, but it's still not pumping back up. I still may expect one little bit of a push before you actually drop and go down, but it's not a guarantee. You still may actually fall down. As I showed you, Pepe sometimes doesn't really retest. Like the way you broke to the upside, you didn't even retest. The same way you're breaking to the downside, maybe you won't even retest and fall down to a technical target from there to there. And look where this takes you, right? This one takes you all the way down to nearly 42,000, and that's nearly even 49,000 level that I've just told you. So I'm just going to mark this blue line right over here, and that's going to be a very big drop of 59%. Another thing I want to tell you, it's not just Pepe that is losing an uptrend. Okay, if I show you something like Jasmy has also lost the uptrend, right? If I remove, I'm not going to remove any drawing, I'm just going to show you the EMA. And if you want to say bonk, no, it's not just bonk. We had a very healthy uptrend right here. You came down, and this is finally you losing the 10, the 20, and the 55, right? If I have to show you even more coins, I think Cardano is starting to lose it as well. You're starting to lose the 10 and the 20. If I show you Solana, even Solana is now trying to go below the 20. If I show you Casper, this had the very same thing, and you are about to lose the 10, 20, and the 55. So a lot of coins, even Chainlink is probably the main thing. You can see even Chainlink is starting to lose the uptrend. So it's just not bonk. The whole market right now, and it started from Bitcoin. I told you about Bitcoin yesterday, that Bitcoin has a very big divergence that is boiling since October. And the bigger the divergence, the longer the divergence, the bigger the drop may happen. We may even see Bitcoin drop into 34, even down to $30,000. And yes, that's all I can say. And that's it for this update, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Love is.